What's up, y'all? It's Detective Bobby Monsoon, and right now we're about to investigate two suspects. Suspect number one, Paul Triple H Levesque, head of WWE Creative. Suspect number two, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, board member of TKO, aka The Final Boss now. It's been a lot of rumors, speculation, and quite frankly, a bunch of mess going on backstage at WWE. So we're gonna crack the case open. I'm gonna meet you in the comments to talk about this mess. It all started when The Rock went on Pat McAfee show and dropped the absolute bombshell. He let us know he got a call from the higher-ups at TKO telling him, look, we're not selling out this year. Tickets are slow. We need the final boss to come back to sell out in Canada.
He said, we need help at Elimination Chamber. Ticket sales are a little slow.
Now, the first thing we got to do is investigate this. Is The Rock telling a bold-faced lie? He never got a call from TKO, or did he really get a call from TKO? Was the ticket sales really slow? So I did a little investigation, and this is what I came up with. According to WrestleTix, there were 3,600, just a little over 3,600 tickets available for Elimination Chamber. Now, The Rock supposedly got the call from TKO. The Rock goes on SmackDown February 21st. He does the whole Cody, I Want Your Soul segment. After that, as of March 1st, according to WrestleTix, there was about 609 tickets available, and I think leading up to the event, they probably sold out, they probably not, but the fact of the matter is this. The Rock sold a little bit over 3,000 tickets, promising his appearance at the Elimination Chamber. So what we got in the investigation is, man, this does sound like the truth. The Rock sold out or almost sold out the Elimination Chamber alone. Now we're gonna keep it real. WWE Triple H, he already sold majority of the tickets. We're gonna keep it 1,000. This is the only thing, it wasn't sold out. TKO, you know the higher ups, they want every dollar. They want every dollar from every fan from WWE. So that wasn't enough for them. They had to sell out, but they knew they couldn't sell out. Now this could be because of two reasons. I talked to people, I've been texting people. It's two reasons why it is. One, ticket sales. When your ticket sales are as much as your rent and stuff like that, man, the inflation is crazy. It's hard to pay for a WWE ticket. Forget bringing your family and your loved ones. If you get a WWE ticket, you most likely got to go by yourself if you're as broke as I am. Reasoning number two is really the elephant in the room and really the hard conversation to have. Why isn't Elimination Chamber sold out? I bring up suspect number one, guilty of crap booking. The past few months on Raw and SmackDown creatively have been absolutely horrible, absolutely horrendous. A lot of fans are frustrated with the product right now. And instead of Triple H listening to his fans that's frustrated with the product, he ignores it. We're not real. Hey, Triple H, I'm not real. The internet's not real. He keeps booking for bots that's filling up the arena seats. That was the problem of Elimination Chamber not selling. The casual fan has completely lost interest. Now, I'm not gonna lie, February 21st, when The Rock did Soul Your Soul gimmick, I didn't like it that much. But at the end of the day, this is the final boss. I was gonna hear him out. I was gonna give him the chance. And honestly, my eyes were glued to the TV when it came down to the Elimination Chamber, because no matter how bad I thought Cody's selling his soul, whatever that meant was, I knew The Rock, the final boss, his reputation of what he books is usually great, especially coming off of the greatness of WrestleMania 40. So I was going to give him the chance, no questions asked, especially the way Triple H been booking anything but what he been doing recently was going to do. We were getting sick of it creatively. It was crap. Do you know the card for Raw the Monday before Elimination Chamber? They were doing matches like Gunther versus Tozawa. We're on the brink of the pay-per-view that's supposed to be setting up Jey Uso, the Yeet celebration, WrestleMania 41, the grandest stage of them. How the fuck do you put Gunther versus Tozawa on a Raw show? I don't even understand you putting that on a house show. That doesn't even need to be on the Performance Center, but this is what Paul Levesque books. So yeah, TKO has to call somebody and be like, look, the ratings are down. Raw on Netflix, I keep bringing this point up, almost 6 million viewers. You're struggling to get 3 million viewers in February. You don't think TKO getting these numbers? You don't think they're seeing this and are worried? Creatively, it's crap. Triple H turns a blind eye to what's not working. People been complaining about this, and it's not just us marks online. It's wrestlers too. We're gonna get to that. We only cared about one thing at Elimination Chamber, and it was The Rock and Cody Rhodes' soul. Now, the second thing might have been John Cena if John Cena was gonna win, but honestly, none of us really thought he was gonna win. John Cena winning 17 at WrestleMania, it was cool, it was a possibility, but I didn't hear nobody thought they cashed it in. John Cena was definitely gonna win. Well, a lot of us thought it was gonna be Drew McIntyre or somebody. But yeah, John Cena won. John Cena turned heel. What did the heel turn into? The worst decision ever. The Rock already said it. Don't try to put it on nobody else, Paul Levesque. You made the decision of John Cena turning heel, and it was crap. I don't want to hear another person ever compare this to Hulk Hogan. When Hulk Hogan turned heel, he didn't wait weeks to cut a promo. He cut it the same night. When Hulk Hogan turned heel, we talking about 83 weeks of beating WWE, one of the greatest factions in the world, NWO. John Cena turns heel, he doesn't even bother changing his theme music or changing his clothes. Imagine if Hulk Hogan turned heel, then the next night on Nitro you hear dun, 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 and he comes out in the red and yellow. It would have failed. It would have failed. When you turn heel, turn all the way heel. You still wearing the colorful bullshit, and Triple H being the head of creative, he was supposed to go there and tell him, nah, John, you ain't doing that crap. I want you to go back in the archives, get that song you was talking about with Chris Van Vliet.
We're gonna do it. And in 48 hours, I have a new track, a new studio mix, theme song, final mix.
Go put on a suit, go do something other than what you've been doing. You really trying to sell the same colorful merch? It's trash. Your whole gimmick is trash. The heel turn was trash, and I blame Paul Levesque. And back to the ticket sales, bro. You have your own wrestlers talking about, man, these ticket sales is too expensive. People paying $5,000 could barely see the fucking ring. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all this video right now where Randy Orton ran into a fan. The fans was telling him how much the ticket prices are. He was like, man, what? He didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, they were expensive. Lower bowl, C135 for both nights.
How far back from the front row?
Not on the floor at all.
Our seats were like what, 30,000?
Yeah.
Really?
This is our first Mania. I'm like, you know what? Go big or go home. I know.
I highly believe that Randy Orton is starting to thinking about renegotiating his contract. Man, I didn't know y'all was selling tickets for $5,000. I might need a few million. And that's where I bring suspect number 2 into play. Oh, you thought I was gonna forget about you, Dwayne, huh? You so far high up in your penthouse in Maui, wherever the fuck you are, your head is so far up your ass, you getting calls from the higher ups at TKO. You need to be the one calling them, telling them $5,000 for a fucking nosebleed seat is outrageous. We can't even blame Triple H for that one because he has to do a creative. He had enough crap he dealing with. Dwayne, this is on you because you come from humble beginnings. You didn't come out a millionaire. You had to struggle. You had to live in your car or sell your car. I hear the stories. You know we're broke out here. It's inflation. I just paid $17 for some eggs. I have to split eggs with like 3 people. We don't have the money. What in your fucking mind thinks that selling $5,000 tickets is the right way to go? And this is another thing too. And this is for everybody that's paying these outrageous prices. Oh, you paid 20, 30 grand to sit front row? Well, guess what? You're getting treated like garbage. There's a guy I be following on Instagram, Tommy Ringside, right? He has a very disturbing story about getting treated like crap at WrestleMania 41 and how they be tripping about taking the seats home.
This past weekend in Vegas, I've never seen the security so strict for these chairs. Like, they were up there like the Secret Service, like right when the show ended, to make sure if you had a wristband to get your chair and leave the stadium. Even when you leave the stadium, they check the wristbands. I'm sure a couple people got away with it, but this was the strictest I've ever seen with the chairs. They're getting pretty ridiculous with this shit.
You could pay $30,000 to sit front row to watch a crappy show, and they're giving you shit to take a fucking chair home? Dwayne Johnson, you need to be fixing this type of shit, not sitting in Maui doing another stupid ass video. The last video I seen, or movie, I'm sorry, the last movie I seen of Dwayne Johnson was The Mummy. We don't care about your acting. We don't care about your billions. Come down from the penthouse and go fix this shit that's going on with TKO. They're treating people like crap. They're paid $30,000 for a front row seat. I'm gonna show y'all the video.
So I went to WrestleMania last year in Philly, and I was sitting in a row that a guy had a wheelchair. I'm not sure if we moved the seats down or whatever, but he was definitely in the row that got a chair. He tried to leave early because he had a medical emergency. I think he had to use the restroom, and he wanted to leave. And this was like maybe the last match before the show ended, I think night 2, and security and WWE would not let him take the chair. He complained. He tried to do everything he could to get the chair to leave, but they would not let him take the chair. They are super strict.
Yo, the dude in the wheelchair, imagine how he feels, bro. He missed the greatest moment of all time, the greatest main event of all time. Could security wouldn't let him leave and take the chair because he had a medical emergency? What type of demonic people you got in security where they won't let a fucking dude in a wheelchair take a chair after paying so much money for an event? This is how we're getting treated as fans? Fuck you. And now this time, I'm about to get on both of their ass for this one, bro. Triple H and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't care how much money you got. You hear the rumblings backstage. You hear the WWE superstars sick of the creative crap, sick of the games TKO has been playing, has Triple H has been playing. Did y'all see Karrion Kross? He snapped on Triple H. Go fuck yourself.
Being a good soldier is coming to your hometown where you cut your teeth, where you got started, and not being on the card. Everybody's been telling me that I got to become undeniable. And as soon as it happens, they ignore it and they shut it down. I never asked to wrestle Randy. I never asked. That happened organically, and you ignored it for a viral moment. On behalf of all of the true fans of professional wrestling, guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. That's from Killer Kross. No, fuck it.
He was really supposed to fight Randy, but y'all gave it to Joe Hendry for the fucking viral moment? Now I fuck with Joe Hendry. I've been like Joe Hendry. I've been was a fan. But come on, bro. Karrion Kross was supposed to get it? And just because y'all chasing cheap viral moments, y'all tried to swipe him under the rug? Karrion Kross deserves better. Carmelo Hayes deserves better. Ludwig Kaiser deserves better. There has been a lot of complaints backstage. The Rock, acting like he's doing these big movies, is turning a blind eye. Triple H, he's sitting right there in Gorilla and still turning a blind eye. At least The Rock has an excuse. He's not in the building. Triple H, you're back in Gorilla. You're seeing all this crap going on, and you turn a Stevie Wonder. Karrion Kross did the right thing. If you're not going to book talent correctly, just let them go. Let them eat on the indies. We're supporting the indie wrestlers. Look at Matt Cardona. He left WWE. Y'all kept it woo, woo, woo. He left, hit the indies, turned to a superstar. Cody Rhodes did the same thing. Maybe it's time for Karrion Kross to do the same thing. WWE have a curating talent problem. You can't keep calling 50-year-old Rock, 50-year-old Cena, 50-year-old Randy, 50-year-old Punk. You can't keep doing it. You have to start creating new stars. I love Stone Cold to death. Why the fuck is he coming out to announce the attendance? You know why? Because you knew you was about to pull some bullshit with Travis Scott. Imagine y'all, for y'all old, a little bit older, imagine WrestleMania 14, right? And imagine Stone Cold versus Triple H. No, Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels. And you got Mike Tyson, the referee. And you got Pete Rose coming out to affect the match. That's how stupid WrestleMania 41 ending was. These wrestlers need to speak out. Us as content creators need to speak out. And more importantly, y'all in the comments, y'all need to speak out because y'all matter. The wrestlers, it's only a little bit of wrestlers. It's only a little bit of content creators. But it's a lot of people in the comments, man, that's going to speak out. And I'm still going to get in comments. I'm still going to talk shit to Triple H under his comments, talk shit to TKO, talk shit to WWE under their comments. So I'm with y'all, bro. But we have to start complaining about this. It's trash. People keep arguing, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who's right, who's wrong. Both of these dudes are fucking bullshit. Rock wants to do a money grab. Triple H, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing creatively, and there needs to be a change ASAP. Now I'm gonna calm down. We're gonna address a few more things. There was a question. Did The Rock single-handedly ruin WrestleMania 41? No, he can't do that. Triple H is still head of creative. If The Rock was doing a favor for whoever his friend is, Ari Emanuel at TKO, okay, he did the favor. He backed out. Triple H, you still have months of horrible booking. You booked it horrible. That had nothing to do with Travis Scott coming out. That's all on you. The Rock shouldn't have backed out. I'm still pissed off at that. I wanted to see the final boss at WrestleMania. I wanted to see him play the whole soul thing out. But at the end of the day, he was doing a favor for somebody. He didn't even want to do it in the first place. He backed out. Cool. You have to pivot. How many times you think Vince McMahon, things go left before WrestleMania and he has to pivot? He just makes it work. He had wrestlers walk out on him. He had all type of stuff, and he just made it work. Triple H, welcome to being head of creative of WWE, where shit happens and you gotta turn shit into sugar. That's your job. The Rock. We don't want this in and out thing. My suggestion is this. Go keep doing your movies, sit in your Maui mansion, and just worry about the other things, backstage at TKO, the ticket sales, making sure certain wrestlers get certain looks. Worry about that. Let's hang the final boss up. Because you have a part to play in this too. You knew coming to Elimination Chamber that we were going to expect you. You talking about the final boss job here is done. How? You knew everyone was expecting you. You knew there were shirts being sold saying the Rock has finally come back to Las Vegas. I don't want to hear that the shirt was old. You knew it was being sold. You knew people in Las Vegas, Nevada was buying it. You knew your ass wasn't showing up. Why not just say, yo, I'm not showing up. Cody turned me down. He didn't sell it, so I'm not showing up. No, you didn't want to say nothing because you wanted people to fucking pay thousands to see the bullshit we call WrestleMania 41. The Rock. You have a lot of adjustments to make. Paul Levesque, you have a lot of adjustments to make. This is bullshit. And now the last thing, people want to ask, well, What would have happened if The Rock never showed up to Elimination Chamber? And when people ask me that, I ask them this. What would happen if I was a 400-pound woman? Who gives a fuck? Okay? I don't get, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. You ever heard of that? Who cares what would have happened? Let's talk about what's going to happen. This is what we need. We need someone to call Travis Scott and don't ever affect the main event ever again in your life. I don't care if you're asked to politely decline. What we need to happen is better booking. Monday Night Raw is atrocious. It's despicable. It's boring. It's not compelling. Don't go back to the same old stuff. SmackDown is hard to watch. You got people like the Street Profits. You put the belts on them just for them to miss Mania and have a ladder match the next week. Bring SmackDown back to 2 hours too. It's obviously you can't book a 3-hour show. I don't want to hear nothing else about what would have happened. I don't give a shit about what would have happened. I care about what's going to happen. The past already happened. Now we got to deal with what we got. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, though, and who y'all think is right or wrong. Do you think Triple H is right and The Rock is wrong? Do you think The Rock is right and Triple H is wrong? Are you one of the people that complain about what would have happened, or do you just like want to see better creative like me? You want to see better wrestling like me? That's all I want, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow.